guys, welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Flex. Of course, my name is Michelina Vatises, and do you guys remember when I said I have a surprise for you guys? This right here is my surprise. So guys, Onel Miller will be your new host for the new month, and I'm actually not happy to leave, but I'm also happy that I have a guest here with me, guys. So Onel Miller will be taking over for this month and hopefully the upcoming month, but she will be my fitness instructor for today. So I'm a learner. Today I'm in class and she is basically my teacher. So welcome, Onel, and I'm really happy that I have a guest with me and that you are really going to teach me some great exercises, right?
I'm going to teach you good exercises.
Okay, so now first things first, as always important, we are going to do our warm-up session. So let's go. Alrighty, so welcome back to our warm-up sessions, and Onel Miller, over to you. The floor is yours. What are we going to do for today?
Good. So we're going to start with our warm-ups as usual. So first of all, what we can do is we're just going to do some kicks. So you're going to kick forward, touch your toe. So opposite arm to leg.
Yes.
Just make
so
sure
you're doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. So so usually what we do on the show is we first inform our viewers that this is what we'll be doing, and then when they get the flow, we come back to our position, and then we count down to say we'll start in 3, 2, 1 for the timer to start. All right, so are you ready?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. Okay. So usually I tell my viewers that it's not, it doesn't help you doing it fast if you don't stretch properly. Yeah. Because what do you think is the most important, why do you think it's important to do a warm-up session before you go into your main exercise?
To warm up the muscles to prevent them from tearing or stretching too far.
Yeah. All right, so guys, you heard it from the guru herself.
Injury prevention.
So, okay, we are done. 30 seconds are up, and what's next?
What are we going to do next? I think next we can do some jump rope skips. Okay. So basically you're going to pretend like you are skipping. Yeah.
And then basically like this.
Yes. Just on your toes.
Okay.
Nice and
all right, ready? In 3, 2, 1. And is it important for the warm-up session to use all your body parts basically, or which parts should you focus on mainly?
Yeah, I think warm-up usually should include an entire body.
Yes.
But it is important to mainly focus on the area that you're training.
Okay. And what are we working on today?
We're doing legs today.
We're doing legs. Leg day, as they say. Alrighty. Okay, 30 seconds are up. And yeah.
Okay, so the next one would be in a squatting position. You're just going to walk to the side twice and then back to the other side. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we start in 3, 2, 1. So you keep this position, right?
Yes, you keep the bend.
Okay, I can already feel it in my legs. Guys, as I always say, if you don't feel any burning sensation, then you're not doing it correctly. You need to get in the work. Okay. All right.
Okay, our next one, we can start on the edge of your mat. And it's basically going to be, call it an ostrich walk. So you're going to bend the back leg, stretch the front one, bend down to touch your toe, and then switch other side.
Okay.
Switch other side. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1. My balancing is not on point. What would you advise for beginners if, like for myself, if I have issues with my balance?
For balance, I'd say it's important to keep your eyesight on one spot. So not look around and focus on everything else. You focus on one spot in front of you.
Yeah.
And that usually
assists.
Yeah.
All right, and time is up.
Okay. Okay, our next one is gonna be like a jump squat kind of thingy. So you touch the floor, switch, touch the floor, touch the floor.
Oh, okay, I like this one. All right, it's nice and easy. Okay, so we start in 3, 2, 1. And what would you recommend as for beginners when they start their fitness journey of exercising? How often should they exercise, and what are one of the exercises they can work on that's not difficult for them?
I think for beginners, it's you start gradually. So overworking yourself is not going to really get you anywhere. So you can start with like 3 times a week, work yourself up 4, 5, 6. And I think body weight exercises are
also helps.
Good for beginners, so you don't want to pick up the weights immediately.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next on the list? Alrighty, so there you've heard it from herself. And now it's time to go to our main exercise, so stay tuned.
You know, a few weeks ago, I would never do this on a Saturday morning. Back then, I was standing in line all day. Now it's just like that.
You are using the FNB banking app like I told you.
Girl, it saved my weekend. Now I can do all my banking on this.
Payments, transfers, checking statements.
Even opening accounts.
Just like that.
Oh, did I tell you what my husband did?
Even me, I want to save time with the, what's the name of the app?
FNB app.
Don't be left behind. Make the switch to the FNB app, online banking or cell phone banking, and change the way you bank to change your life. FNB, how can we help you?
Alrighty, welcome back to the main exercise. So over to you. Which one are we doing first?
Okay, we're starting from the bottom, so we're just going to stay standing up. Your feet can be close together, but not too close together.
Okay.
Just going to do calf raises, so you're just going to go up onto your toes, lower back down, up to your toes, and lower.
That way.
Yeah.
Alright, so we start, are we going to do that for 30 seconds or
Yeah.
60 seconds? 30 seconds,
Yes.
alright. So we do that in 3, 2, 1. Down, up, down. Should you like hold the position a bit longer, or?
Yeah, you can. I think mainly because the difficult part is going down.
Yeah.
So you can go up, and then as you lower, you lower,
lower
slowly. Yeah.
And how does this help with the leg exercise?
So this one, basically, it works on your calves, so on the lower muscle of your back leg. It can also work your hamstrings, but it's not specifically targeting the hamstrings. So it just balls up your calf muscle and then stretches it again. So it's a good exercise to work it.
Alright, and time is up.
Good. Okay, then we're going to go to our upper thigh muscles here. Again, shoulder width, we're going to do squats.
Okay.
This is one of the best leg exercises because you're working back and front while doing some
at
squats.
the same time.
So here you're just going to keep your hands wherever you feel comfortable, and you're just going to go down as far as you possibly can, keeping your back straight, pushing your bum out, down and up.
Is it better to go as low as possible or just mid?
It depends on if you are a a well-fit person, you can go quite
All
low.
the way down, yeah.
But for as well, like for beginners, it's good to just go to where you're comfortable.
Okay.
To prevent knee injury.
All right. And no going in front. No.
You just stay as up as possible.
And then you go down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we do that in 3, 2, 1. And should you lock your knees, or is it just like bend in?
That's a good question. No, you don't lock your knees. Don't
Why is
pull
that?
them too far back. This is actually very bad for your knees. So it can result in things like runner's knee. You should also get it while you do ballet, because ballerinas have to lock their knees back, but it is not good for the knees at all.
All right, time is up.
Okay. We're going to stay standing. So for this one, most people need to hold on to something, but as well, if you just keep your spot on the floor, you might be well enough.
Okay.
So what I would prefer is like you put your, on the working leg we're going to use, because we're going to go 1-1. You put your hand on the outside part of your thigh.
All right.
And then make sure your foot is flexed, balanced on the leg that you're going to stand on. Kind of bend it backwards, and you're just going to pulse it to the side.
I see.
So here you're working,
So you apply pressure on the working leg, basically.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we do that in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, my balance. This is the part where I try and focus. Where did you say I must focus?
Just focus in front of you.
All right.
Obviously, if you want, you can also just
Yeah,
put
just
your
to
hand
assist
out.
with.
Yeah, so while doing this, you need to feel it on the outside.
I can definitely feel it. All right, and now we move to the other leg. Just shake it off, shake it off. In 3, 2, 1. And what is the difference between building on your body, basically like weights, or when you do weightlifting, and toning? What is the difference between the two?
So usually weightlifting does actually help to tone your muscles.
Okay.
Because the weights help in strengthening the muscles very well. But weightlifting is usually kind of like an advanced thing, so you can't start with weightlifting altogether. It also needs a lot more supplements, protein, that sort of thing. So yeah, weightlifting is a good toner. It doesn't just have to bulk you up. It depends on the nutrition you take in.
Okay, all right. What's next on the list?
Okay, next we're going to go down. So we're going to do our bum and our hamstrings now.
Okay.
So you're going to go down to your mat. So while targeting your bum area, your feet's going to be flat. So we're going to do some glute bridges. You're going to lie down, arms next to you. If you want a more advanced option, you can move your heels closer to your bum.
Closer to your bum, okay.
Basically, you're just going to push your hips up using your glutes and then lowering it back down.
All right. Okay, so we start in 3, 2, 1. So how does this one, I think it also strengthens the back some sort of way, or am I just hallucinating?
Obviously, while performing a certain exercise, a lot of muscles are activated to perform one sort of movement. So you do use quite a few muscles while obviously initiating, but the main one is going to be your bum muscles.
All right, and time is up.
Okay.
What's next?
Okay, hamstrings is basically going to be the same idea, but for this one you want to move your legs out a bit further.
Okay.
And you're going to balance on your heels, because then you're targeting this area and not the bum.
All right.
Okay.
So we start in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, first one down, and boy, I can feel it. I definitely can. So with this one, should you also go all the way up?
Yeah. It's preferred to go all the
Okay.
way up.
All right. You mentioned something earlier about supplements and proteins. What's your take on those? When, for example, you exercise and you need to do taking some supplements or protein shake. How does that help?
So most trainers actually prefer like food supplements and not necessarily powder or that kind of thing. But yeah, there's a lot of good like protein powders and stuff like that on the market. It all really just depends on whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to bulk, whether you're trying to tone, that sort of thing. But mainly I think for all kinds of supplement advice is carbs and protein.
Okay, but which shake would you, if you had to refer me to one now, which one would you refer me to?
I think whey protein.
Whey protein.
Whey protein is usually the safest option. And it's also, I kind of want to say it's like if you do need to reverse your results, it's the easier one.
Easier to get back to. All right, so what's next?
You can actually do the donkey kicks.
Okay.
So that's also one leg. So here you go onto all fours like a doggy.
Yeah.
And then you're basically also going to flex your leg. And you're just going to also pulse it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we start with one leg in 3, 2, 1. And how should your back posture be?
Back posture should always be as straight as you possibly can. Because if you bend the spine can easily injure as it cracks further in or it can crack further out. So it's always good to try and keep it as straight and strong as possible.
All right. Okay, and I think time is not on our side, so we'll just wrap up with the other leg and then we'll head into our cool down. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right, let's just switch to the other leg in 3, 2, 1. So guys, while we're at it, please repeat the circuit thrice. It's just unfortunate that we don't have enough time to do all 3 circuits with you guys, but you know what you can do? Just reverse or rewind and repeat the circuit twice, all right, to get your full-blown effect and 100% results. Okay. Perfect. And now we are done. So let's head over to our cool down session.
You know, a few weeks ago, I would never do this on a Saturday morning. Back then, I was standing in line all day. Now it's just like that.
You are using the FNB banking app like I told you.
Girl, it saved my weekend. Now I can do all my banking on this.
Payments, transfers, checking statements.
Even opening accounts. Just like that. Oh, did I tell you what my husband did?
Even me, I want to save time with the, what's the name of the app?
FNB app.
Don't be left behind. Make the switch to the FNB app, online banking or cell phone banking, and change the way you bank to change your life. FNB, how can we help you?
Alrighty, welcome back. This is our last run for this episode, which is the cool down. So over to you.
Okay, so for our cool down, we're just trying, you're not going to try to warm up your body anymore. You're going to try to bring the levels down again. So for this one, we're just going to do stretches to ensure that your muscles aren't too sore the next day. So we're going to start by going down. So again, legs not locked, but straight as possible. Just going to slide down, touch the ankles, come back up, and then repeat it.
Okay, so ready in 3, 2, 1. As slow as possible, right?
Yes, because you're not trying to warm up anymore.
Okay. Oh, this is very relaxing. All right, and what's next?
Good. Next one, we're just going to do your inner parts of your legs. So here you'll just lift up, push it to the side.
Yes.
Feel the stretch in your inner
Here.
leg. Yeah.
All right, okay. So we start in 3, 2, one leg, the leg on the other side.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. So we hold the position. My balance. I can definitely feel, and the other leg should be straight as possible, right?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, next leg in 3, 2, 1. Back straight, leg straight. But the balance is not coordinating. I think I'm just going to stretch my arm out to assist me with my balance. All right.
Good. Now we're going to take it back. So ankle and back. Stretch your upper leg.
Okay. Okay, so we start in 3, 2, 1. Do you think people just exercise for or to maintain a healthy lifestyle, or just because they believe that it sort of helps you to live longer? What's your take on that?
I think for most people, like obviously, I think some of the best advice
Okay, we
doctors
move to the
does
other
give
side.
is for exercise to prolong your life. So a lot of people, it does differ. Like some people do start to take on exercise because of health benefits. Other people take it on due to the body image that it gives them.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think also some people do it for the mental fitness of it, and also the fact that it becomes a hobby. So there's many ways in which you can exercise. You don't just have to go to the gym. Yeah.
And why did you hop onto this journey?
I was a very active person in high school, so I also had I wanted to do this, wanted to do that. And I also consider it some form of way to help people. And if you can't be a doctor or whatever, so.
Then you're there to assist. All right, what's next?
Okay, our next one is just going to be legs a bit wider. Let's not widen too much. Gonna go to the side. This is also a bit of an oblique one, but it also needs to.
So basically, this way, like this.
Yes.
Okay, all right, we start in 3. So we're going to hold that position. Then we move to the other side, all right? In 3, 2, 1. Oh, it looks like we're ballerinas. All right, and I think just because of time,
we
spare
can
some
just
time a bit, we can
switch already.
switch already to the other side. I really enjoyed this exercise. It was informative. I learned about the shakes. Guys, I literally wanted to know all about fitness and the real reason why people get on this journey. So as I always mention, this is one journey at a time. We're here together to get your fitness goals up and running. And it's so sad to inform you guys that this will be my last episode, but I brought you a new presenter, and thank you so much for accepting to host us, and I'm sure that the exercises are going to be more tougher bit this time around. So thank you so much for this episode, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.